Good morning. So, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I'm using a different clay. This is Sculpey. It's a little bit less expensive, and you get it at Walmart, actually. I've been using DOS brand for most stuff, but this stuff's cheaper, and honestly, I've tried both kinds now, and I like this one. It's a little bit drier. It doesn't stick to my hands as much, and it's whiter. It's got a nice, brighter, cleaner finish. So I decided to do that. I also really like how much drier it is, but still workable. So the texture is a lot better. It's soft, just like the other one, straight out of the bag. They're both workable from the minute that you get them. Like, you could just roll them out pretty much. But it was a little bit hard, so I decided to knead it up. It's not the greatest angle. Now I'm going to smoosh it up. Decided I'm going to work with a smaller. So I'm taking the ends off of my rolling pin. They're like size gauges, I guess. And so that's what I'm doing there. Not the best angle. But there's the clay. You can see it. Just sitting there like a little ball waiting to be smooshed out. Alright, smoosher. There we go. I'm just going to roll it out. And, oh, I'll take some pictures of the ornaments that are drying and add them to the end, actually. And I decided to put the year on the ornament, so I'm going to put like 2024, and Noel was I can't think of what words I want to put on these. Like Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It's just like a lot of letters. So I decided to do the numbers, and I made it say 2042. So that was kind of disappointing. So you're going to see me squish it up here in just a second. Well, I decided to do it again. That's me doing it a second time with the correct numbers, since it's 2024. And then I do the word Noel with the other ones. So I'm putting them together and smooshing them down. However, it's all crooked when I cut it with the heart. You'll see here in a second. It doesn't line up, and I like them to be centered, kind of balanced. I don't think I noticed the date at first. Let's see. Put the little hole in it. Yeah, I must not have noticed, because it's still happening. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Mush it all up again. Do it again. So that's all I'm doing. This video was 45 minutes long, and I've recorded it, sped it up so that it's 3 times the speed. Let's see, what do I make next? Oh yeah, fix those letters or numbers. So I ended up making, I had that stamp, I'll show you in a second, with the snowflakes on it. And what I'm doing there is I'm just using my cutter to press evenly so that they all have the same depth. And now I'm making sure that it says 2024 and balancing them so that they're even. Boo boo boo. I don't know what to put on them. So there's some scraping noises. Some of y'all know what that scraping's all about. Some of you don't. If you know, you know. Alright. Throw this through the grinder, actually. Alright. Get your numbers right, girl. 2024, not 2042. Get it together. That noise you hear in the background is me. Using a grinder. An herb grinder. Herb grinder. I use these herbs to manage my symptoms and side effects. So a lot of the medicine I take, it's pretty rough. It's actually hardcore terrible. When I take them, I call them my suicide pills. Anyway, herbs help a lot. Alright, what am I doing now? Woohoo! I made a heart. I love these silicone mats because you can just, pow, lift them and pop stuff off. It's super easy. I like that. Pow! Pop her off. Alright, so I keep my clay wrapped up in a little damp piece of t-shirt. One of Brian's t-shirts got appropriated, delegated, used, cut up. Oh, that was me taking a drink of water. Good job, drink your water. Now what? Alright, smush them up. What you gonna get? I had a nice long conversation with my good friend Deborah, and her husband Chris, and gotta make her some little ornaments for her little mobile home. So I'm gonna make tiny ornaments for people that have the little trees and motorhomes and stuff like that. The only problem with the little ornaments is they're just as much work as the big ones. Oh, so what I'm doing is I took a heart cookie cutter, cut a heart, and then I took another heart cookie cutter and I stamped a little heart on it. And then I'm gonna, I think paint just the heart, the outline of the heart in a color. I think that would be real pretty. I don't know. I'm really nervous about painting anything because everything I paint looks terrible. Like, I love the stuff that I make until I paint it. So Brian was saying just try to sell everything like it is, and that's probably not a bad idea. But I am going to try and throw some color on a couple of these today and see how it comes out. Somebody gave me a trick, and Abigail, Brian's daughter, gave me some glorious, sparkly, shiny paints for Mother's Day. And so they're perfect. They're the right color. They're all sparkly. So I'm real excited about those. Seeing if I can make that work. So that's my goal for today, is to make a couple of these ornaments sparkly painted. Alright. So now that I realize what year it is, 2024, not 2042. And that is the problem I'm having with everything. Transposy, misunderstanding what I'm reading. That's a freaking nightmare. So, I do like the way these hearts came out. Minimal sanding. I think they'll be great. Oh, I had to pull them all back because I didn't put the little holes. Gotta have the little hanger holes. And I started wiggling the stick around a little bit when I put it in. Just a hair. Get it better. Yeah, I like this other clay. I get a smoother... It's great for flat work, which is what I do. I think if I was sculpting, it'd be different. But yeah, I'm happy with the way this stuff works out. Okay, that's a little Christmas stamp. 3 little snowflakes. And I got that at Stamp-A-Doodle in Bellingham. An amazing stamp store. I highly recommend checking it out. And I didn't press firmly. I should have used something to press with so that it was level. I'm trying to decide what shape it's going to be. No, it doesn't fit inside the heart. Or it didn't quite look right. It might, but I'm trying to have something besides heart shapes on my table. Oh yeah, I decided to put the date at the bottom. It looks pretty good. I'll take a picture here. It's dry enough to handle. This was last night. Now it's this morning. I'm sitting here having my coffee. Consumed by herbs. You probably hear my husband in the background snoring. Oh, I like the way that came out, actually. This stuff's got a nice finish to it, and everything is so soft when it dries. It feels really... And then when you sand it... Oh, I dropped my little number under the table. I was super distressed. Oh, but I found it. Alright. Boop-a-doo. 2020. You can't see that. That's quick. I'll take a picture at the end. And then I think I had enough clay. I make another one, and then I make another little heart here, I think. Well, I'm looking at the stuff on the table that I finished. I ended up with the tiniest little bit of clay left. I cut off maybe 1.5 inch section. And see, I need to press down with a flat tool, because when I cut this, it was so unlevel. Which is okay, but I'm not crazy about it. It's a little wiggle. Boy, those are my mama's hands. Wow. Crazy. I like that shirt. Alright. Enough about my shirt. I love this silicone mat. Ooh, you just boop, boop, cleans right up. It's so nifty. And so I've got the wet t-shirt. My hands were getting so caked up. Eventually, it builds up a lot. But I keep it clean with a little wet t-shirt. And then it's like a quickie. Okay, so that's the stamp with the 3 snowflakes. See how it's uneven on the left? That's going to be hanging heart. I'm going to outline the heart in color. That just says 2024. I'm going to try and put color in there, maybe not. And Noel. I got to sand that one up. All of these I'm going to sand up. But that's what they look like so far.